This video is about something I've been thinking about saying for months, but haven't worked up the courage to say, and also couldn't figure out the best words to say it. But I'm going to go ahead and put it out there because I realized that I may not be the only one feeling this way, and we might find solidarity together in this issue. First of all, welcome to the channel. This is the Church Musician's Assistant, and my name is Hannah Cruz. I try to put out videos about every week on this channel about educational things in church music. So sometimes it's how-to videos, tutorials. Sometimes it's vlogs showing a day in the life of a church musician. Sometimes it's more philosophical material, like this video is going to be. Now, here's the thing that I have to admit that I don't want to admit, and that is this year I have felt really distant from God. I know God is there all the time, despite what I feel, but that is how I felt this year. And it's not just because of COVID and because of hard times for friends and family, and it's not just because of isolation. There's more going on than that, and that's what I wanted to delve into with you guys, because maybe you've felt the same way, and maybe you also have more input, more insight, and more advice that you can offer. So this year, the church that I am music director and organist for, we have been doing pre-recorded worship services, and occasionally we have had an in-person service, but there has not been any singing or participation, and I haven't been able to work with any of the choir members in that live setting. So we have been recording and putting together services that I'm really proud of. I think that our online service looks and sounds and feels amazing, just about as good as you can possibly do. So we're proud of that. But there's something missing from it. And that element for me is liturgy. Now, when I say liturgy, I don't just mean order of worship. That is an element of the liturgy. What comes first, what comes next, what comes after that, and just the flow of a worship service. But liturgy requires people. It requires participation. The work of the people cannot be done without the people or the work. So with these online services, there's no way for us to do liturgy together. I guess abstractly, we know that other people in other houses and other places are doing the same things we're doing, but it just doesn't work that way. Imagining other people doing the liturgy is not the same as actually being in the same place and fulfilling that liturgy together. Part of the liturgy that's missing for me is ritual. Ritual attunes your body to certain practices and certain mental states, right? The practice of doing the liturgy in person, physically, and physically singing the hymns, physically taking the sacrament from your pastor or your priest. All of those things are rituals, and our body becomes used to doing those things and craves those things. Those rituals kind of define us within our own spiritual communities. They make us feel like we belong to that community. And so without doing those rituals and without doing them in the presence of your spiritual community, at least I feel lost. I feel somewhat lost without it. Particularly music, because that is an especially important part of the service to me. You know, recording music and even playing hymns live, but in front of a congregation who can't participate, this is not fulfilling for someone like me. This does not fulfill my ritual needs, my liturgical needs, but also it does not fulfill my creative, performative needs. You know, I've realized this year I really thrive off of, I guess, audience participation. And when I don't get any feedback from the audience in the form of comments, in the form of clapping, in the form of singing, you know, it's hard to stay motivated. And maybe that's my ego taking over a little bit. Maybe this year I've realized, oh, hey, I do need compliments. I do need people to show that they appreciate what I do in order to make this all worth it. You know, okay, maybe that's a little part of what's going on, and I have to admit that to myself and come to peace with it. Once again, I don't know that I've used all the right words and have made the greatest sense here, but what I'm trying to say is liturgy, ritual, this communal participation element of worship, I have recognized is hugely, hugely important for my own spiritual strength and spiritual growth. And without it, I start feeling a little bit lost. I guess I've realized even more this year the importance of music, sacred music, particularly hymn singing and any sort of communal music making. I don't have a solution to these problems except for prayer and, prayer that we will all be more creative and that we will find community in creative, abnormal ways. And I know many of us already have. So many people have come up with good ideas and are doing amazing things with their communities. So that gives me a tremendous amount of hope. I wanted to leave you all with a song. I wrote this little song and it's very short and simple. It's in the form of a cyclical song, kind of like Taizé, where you sing the phrase and then repeat it over and over again with an accompaniment that sort of ebbs and swells. So I would like to do this song with you guys right now, and I invite you to go to a room or a location that is quiet and feels private, where you won't feel uncomfortable to participate. And I invite you to sing along with this. Put on earphones or, turn the volume up so you can really immerse yourself in this experience. And use this time for prayer and to feel as though you and I are worshiping together right now. We are doing the work of the people together. And I just hope this is a time for you to reflect, find some peace and hope and joy in the very basic but essential practice of communal music making. The words are, "Come, Holy Spirit, come, send us your heavenly dove."
Come,
I pray for your continued strength in your music ministries. I pray for your creativity and positivity, and we will be strong together and get through this. So I wish you blessings. Until next time, bye.